for joining us today. My name is Jake Gill. We're with Live Music Nation podcast. Today, we are with Edie Stewart from the Chisholm Heritage Center. Edie, how are you?
I'm great, Jay. Thanks for having me on
Oh,
today.
you're welcome. Hey, Edie, give us a little background on you. Where did you grow up, and talk about your career, and then now the work that you're doing with the Heritage Center.
Okay, so I grew up in Southwest Oklahoma, a very small town called Cyril, Cyril,
So
1,200 population, hasn't changed a bit.
kind of
And all the,
surreal, huh?
yeah. I I graduated from college, lived in Oklahoma City, met my future husband, and we were married in 1990, and I've lived in Duncan, Oklahoma now.
Okay.
Uh, My husband works for a company you may have heard of before, Halliburton.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, their headquarters are here in Duncan. And we raised four kiddos, and I started working here. I was a stay-home mom essentially
Okay.
for all the years. I, I, I'm wrapping up my 7th year here at the Heritage Center. It's located here in Duncan, and I'm an educator here.
Okay.
We have about maybe 10,000 students come through during the school year. And then I'm also the historical interpreter. So they actually pay me money to wear a costume and pretend to be somebody else around here. It's great.
That's awesome. What's your favorite character to be?
Oh, man, I don't know. I've got some good ones, but there is this kind of crazy character. Her name's Kentucky Daisy, and
Okay.
she participated in the land runs. And I mean, this is kind of unusual, but there's a thing called drunk history.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
There's an episode about Kentucky Daisy on that.
Oh, very good. Very good.
But anyway, yeah, she jumps off a train and claims land and then jumps back on. She gets trampled by horses. I mean, yeah, she's kind of a crazy gal. So
Yeah. No, I can't wait to see that. No wonder you enjoyed
yeah.
it. Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about some of the events that you have throughout the year. I know that we were going to talk about reining in the arts and different things like that, but we kind of want to hear a little bit about everything.
Oh, that's fantastic. So we, of course, focus on the Chisholm Trail
Okay.
here at the Heritage Center. We have two really cool theaters here. One is a theater where you get to see, hear, smell, and feel the movie,
Okay.
and it's cattle drive. And then we also have an animatronic theater where you'll get to even hear Jesse Chisholm, the man who the trail is named for, interact with the cowboys. So those are really awesome. We also have this the Garris Gallery of the American West, which is the largest collection of Western art in between Dallas and Oklahoma City. So it's a fantastic collection. We have some of the most well-known named artists in the genre.
Yeah.
So always have a featured artist who brings their pieces and leaves them here for a few months at a time. And we currently have Mike Larson, who is a very well-known Chickasaw artist from here in Oklahoma. He's our featured artist right now. He has amazing pieces. Every year we participate in the National Day of the Cowboy, which is the last Saturday in July or 4th Saturday in July or something like that. And we always have a big celebration that day around here. We have a chuck wagon event that we just had a couple of months ago where we'll have some chuck wagons here preparing food. We've had,
Yeah.
performers and artists and working cattle dogs. And last year's kids could ride a Longhorn around he was about the most docile Longhorn I've ever seen.
Wow.
Yeah. So we have a lot of really fun events. We've had cowboy poetry events here, and we also have a biweekly Facebook Live and Zoom program we call Trail Talk. That's
Okay.
on, you can watch it on our Facebook page, and we have just a lot of interesting people and lessons
Yeah.
on that.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
What do you find is the most rewarding aspect of your job, Edie?
Um, I really love the teaching part, teaching children about the history of the trail drives or Oklahoma, or whatever our lesson focus is.
Mhm.
I really like to do that. Teachers are overwhelmed with all the things they have to teach in the classroom, and to be able to kind of focus and really go on a deep dive on some subjects. I really like to be able to do that. And if it's always an interactive day, so it's kind of like the kids experience the history in more than one way.
Yeah,
And really
absolutely.
love that.
What are some give me a couple of examples of some moments that just really stood out for you when you knew that, man, this is where I'm supposed to be, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. We're impacting lives, we're changing lives.
Um, well, Duncan's a small community, and in a school day, there's only so much time to hop on a bus, bring a group of kids to a museum, and then get back before school's out. So a good number of the schools are local, or within an hour and a half driving distance. And
Sure.
I cannot tell you how many times I run into a kid at a store or some other location, and they run up to me and they say, "Do you remember me?"
Mm. Yeah.
I'm like, let me guess, did you come to the Chisholm Trail Heritage Center? And they're, yes, I did. And you taught me, about the land runs, or you taught me about those boys who rode their horses to New York City, or you taught me about,
Yep.
whatever it is. And
Yep.
that I love that so much that, it seems like it really does stick with some of those kids.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Very cool. I love that, Edie. Thank you for sharing that. That's great. All
Yeah,
right,
sure.
couple of fun questions because I am a music guy. I am in live entertainment. Edie, I want to know two questions. First question is, what is the greatest concert you've ever seen in your entire life?
Mm, the greatest concert I've ever seen in my entire life was, I actually saw Prince in concert.
All
And
this Western heritage, and you're gonna throw out Prince.
I
I
I know, I
guess
know.
no, no, no. It's not bad. I just never would have guessed that. People say Prince
I
a lot. I get Prince, Elvis, and Sinatra all the time when I answer that. But
really,
but I didn't expect it coming from Oklahoma young lady. No,
yeah, he was here in Oklahoma in the 80s, and I saw him in concert, and it was pretty amazing.
it's one that I wish I would have gotten to see for sure, for sure. Okay,
Yeah.
second question.
Yeah.
Dead or alive, you can bring anybody to the Chisholm Trail Heritage Center for a concert to raise money. Who would you bring?
Mm. Anyone to come here, raise money. Oklahoma is home to some pretty amazing
Yep.
Western artists. I'm kind of thinking, I mean, Toby Keith is pretty much an Oklahoma treasure.
Yep.
Um, although recently Matt Axton, who's Hoyt Axton's youngest son,
Mm-hmm.
I hear, and I got to interview him. And, Hoyt Axton would probably he actually lived in Duncan.
Oh, there you go.
Imagine the crowd. I bet everyone in Duncan would show up to see a hometown guy come and perform. That might be a really
Yep.
good
Yep.
one.
I agree. Very good. Edie Stewart, Chisholm Trail Heritage Center. Thanks for being on with us today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you want me to talk about Reigning in the Arts at all?
maybe on our next episode. Yep.
Ooh, yes.
I
I
think we
love
could-